performance tonight?
Yeah, from our point of view, I mean, you always look from both sides, don't you? From our point of view, I was disappointed really, because I didn't think we laid a glove on them. I thought they played in. I think the scoreline flattered us. I think if it talk about redeeming yourself, now Dean got a lot of criticism for his unfortunate mistake at our place, but I thought he was a difference between it not being 3, 4 and 5. Just disappointed in our performance. Obviously when you come here you've got to try and get a foothold in the game, and we couldn't have got off to a worse start than what we did in terms of unfortunate George slipping, and they took full advantage, so then gave them obviously a big lift, and then I thought it was comfortable for Liverpool. But I've got to say I've got full of admiration for obviously the manager, but just if there's ever an example for young players or even our players, which you said afterwards, why they are world champions, why they are European champions, why they look like they're going to be Premier League winners as well. And people talk to me about academies and technical stuff and rotation and this, that and the other. The basic stuff that they're to do tonight: win headers, win tackles, win races, drop on second balls, run forward, play forward, run back, defend as a team. They did miles better than us, and we had to do that a lot better than what we did tonight to stand any chance, and we didn't. And they were more aggressive than us, they were more physical than us, and obviously that gave them an opportunity of dictating the game, which they certainly did.
When you say you weren't able to lay a glove on them tonight, what did you put that down to? Because obviously it's not like yours.
No, it's not like us. When we came in the Premier League, people talk about promoted sides, and this is going to happen on a regular occasion, getting beat 3, 4, 5, and it hasn't. So the two parts of the comfort I can take from the game is I thought our supporters were absolutely magnificent in our back and the backing of the players. We never gave them really anything to shout about. And the second bit, that it's took 21 games for really a team to really roll us over like Liverpool did. So the boys have done a lot of things right for that period. Maybe underestimated what effort we put into the Manchester City game as well. We looked quite a tired side out there tonight, physically and mentally. So, of course, we've set a really high bar as a promoted side, but part of me, well, majority of me, because of our attitude as coaches and staff, it's really difficult to accept, even though there might have been sort of some mitigating circumstances. I had to play my best side here tonight, and that was, in my opinion, my best side. Could have made some changes. Well, we looked like the team that had played 63 games, not 33 of Liverpool's and 23 of ours. And as I said, I had to play my best side here, and unfortunately, we were below our standards and made it quite a comfortable evening for Liverpool.
When you're speaking to the lads in there, then how do you balance it? Because it is the first time that you've lost back-to-back games in the Premier League this season as well, so it kind of gives it a bit of context when it's City and Liverpool that you're losing to as well, away from home.
Just game of football. So, yeah, respect who we're up against, we all know, statistically, and bookies odds and stuff like that. But for me, I respect what's in the other team's changing room in terms of quality and managers, but it's a fight, and it starts off level, and we have an opportunity of causing an upset. Why did we nearly cause an upset at Bramall Lanes? Because we were more aggressive, more physical, and more positive, a little bit more energy, and we didn't show those qualities tonight, and that's disappointing. But we have had the attitude of, we're here on merit, and we're going to make it difficult for you. And as I said, for 20 games, we've really done that, because we wouldn't have got the performances and got the results that we've got. But tonight, for me, for my liking, as a competitor, it was just a little bit too easy for Liverpool, and we made it too easy for them. Not taking away anything from them, because as I said, all the brilliant aspects of the game, tactically and technically, I love to see great footballers. I love the way different teams play, and we play in a different manner, and I love the tactical side of it, but I really enjoy the mental and physical side of it, and I thought Liverpool were absolutely bang on it tonight. Obviously, easy start for them in terms of the goal that they scored, but I thought right the way through, late on, the subs chasing back, trying to stop a goal. Firmino's going in for a tackle on the halfway line where our centre half, and it's 2-0 and it's a comfortable night for them. But they're still doing the fundamental aspects of the game that I think that will drive them forward to a Premier League title.
Yeah, finally for me then, Chris, is that the best that you've faced then?
Yeah.
No chance anyone can catch them?
Yeah, well, if they produce performances like that, but the teams teams will play better than them, better than us, and what we have done tonight, there's no doubt about it. The two games that have been great games for us to be involved in. Tonight it's more disappointing than what we produced at the Etihad on Sunday night. So I thought we were very much in the game, but you never know. But the run that they've been on, and you just look at the appetite and desire of everybody around the football club. There's just a feeling of a relentlessness about them, about the supporters as well. The way they're driving their players on, and they realise that what a huge important season it is, and what a fantastic position that they're in. I think it'd be a very, very brave man to bet against them being the champions of this division. Cheers.
Chris, that's got quite a lot of attention during the day that you warmed up before we did a session with Stanley Park. What was the idea for that?
No, we do always do that. I'm not a fan of players laying in the beds till 4 o'clock in the afternoon, then all of a sudden getting themselves up. So we always do that on away trips, and I thought it might give them a little bit of inspiration, even though Stanley Park weren't in the best of nick. I'll leave it at that. There wasn't a lot of pooper scoopers and black bags floating about. And obviously there's a couple of people fighting about. It was quite funny actually, because the typical Scouse wit came out a couple of times, but it's something that we always do. So the boys just had a jog round there, and some final things. Possibly they forgot about it all because they didn't seem to show all the characteristics and qualities that we talked about that we needed tonight to get a result. But I've got to say though, as I said, 20-21 games in, that's the first time that's really happened to us. So it still doesn't make it any easier to take and accept, and that's been our attitude right the way through. And it has to be now. We've obviously, thankfully, played Liverpool twice. We've got Manchester City to play in a month's time. But I do believe, without being too controversial, that, and with Leicester pushing, they are 2/3 the best teams in the division. We play Leicester late on. But I should imagine we're going to get judged regarding the other results and the other teams that we're up against, and obviously now we've got a little bit of a break before the West Ham game. I was contemplating and playing quite a strong side in the FA Cup on Sunday, but looking at what it's taken out of them against a resurgent, rejuvenated Watford, we drew that game. We believe we should have won it, but it was a tight game. You've seen the run that they've been on as well, so that wasn't the worst result in the world. Going to Manchester City and getting beaten narrowly, and obviously getting beat pretty comfortably has took quite a lot out of us over this period. So I will, unfortunately, and apologise, be making 11 changes on Sunday. Opportunity for some boys to go and step in and play a part that haven't played a part, but those boys need a bit of a rest now and lead up to the West Ham game, and they'll get it.
Is it well timed for us?
Well, it's going to be 11 changes, so I want to win every game that we play in, so there'll be a full expectancy from whoever players that go out. Yeah, does it affect the balance and the flow of the side when you make that many changes? Yeah, but I have to look at a bigger picture, and I have to look at the players' performance tonight, and they looked a little bit heavy in terms of the mobility, and quite a few tired minds out there as well as tired bodies. So we have to get ourselves up, and you talk about the intensity of division, and everybody runs around, and we have and we'll have to against Man City. So I've got to give those boys the best opportunity of getting a result against West Ham. Best opportunity of getting a result against West Ham on Friday.
All good?
Cheers, guys. Cheers, happy New Year to everybody and all that stuff.
Take care.
Cheers.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Jenny.